Hi Silem stars, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and join the Silem stars. In today's video guys, I'm going to teach you how to make a tiered, layered, two-ball dress for a 1-year-old. I already have a tutorial on how to make this for an adult. You can check that video out if you want to learn how to make this same dress but for an adult. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this dress for a 1-year-old. So if you want to learn how to make this dress from start to finish, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
So we're going to start off by drafting the top part of the dress. The half length is 6 inches, but I'm just adding 1 inch to that to make it 7 inches. And that's what I'm marking. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw my baseline at the top. Now the next thing I'm going to mark is the shoulder measurement divided by 2. The shoulder is 8 inches divided by 2. That'll give me 4 inches. So that's what I'm marking at the baseline now. Now the armhole line is 4 inches. So that's the distance from the shoulder to the armhole is 4 inches. And I'm just marking that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, the point at the shoulder line to that armhole line. Just going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Now I'm going to mark the neck width, which is 2 inches. And then the neck depth is 1.5 inches. Now I'm just going to go ahead and connect those 2 points with a curve to create the neckline for the front. I'm going to come down from the shoulder by half an inch, and then I'm going to connect that to the neck width to create the shoulder slope. Now I'm just dividing the bust circumference by 4, marking that on the armhole line, and I'm adding 1 inch allowance to that. I'm just going to go ahead and draw that as a straight line all the way to the bottom part of the top, because the waist and the bust are the same. Now I'm going to measure what I have from the shoulder slope to the armhole line, and I'm going to divide that by 2 and mark that point. Now at that point there, I'm going to go in by 0.75 inches, okay? So not half inch, not 1 inch, but 0.75 inches. And now I'm going to use my curved ruler to connect that shoulder slope to the new point I marked, and then also connect that to, the bust circumference divided by 4 that I marked on the armhole line. And then I'm just going to go ahead now to cut out the piece along that line. I'm just going to place the front piece on top of my folded paper again so I can cut the back piece. First thing I'm going to do is to mark that zipper allowance line, and I'm also going to go ahead and mark all the other outlines as well. Now for the depth of my back neckline, I'm taking 1 inch for that depth. Then I'm connecting it to the width that I marked earlier. So I'm just cutting along the armhole line now, as you can see. Now for the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up by half an inch from the hem of the back piece, and then I'm just going to go ahead and draw a curved line from that half-inch mark and connect it back to the hem of the back piece. The reason why I'm doing this is so that there's no zipper bulging at all. This is a very important step, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut along that line. I'm also going to cut along the fold to separate the back pieces. And this is what it looks like once we're done. I've also gone ahead to cut the same thing on my lining and on my lace. My lining is the doll face satin. I'm also using the doll face satin now to cut the bottom part of the dress. Now we're going to cut a 180-degree circle skirt. I folded my piece, as you can see. I folded it lengthwise, and then I'm also folding it diagonally as well. Now I divided the waist circumference by 4, and then I placed it on the doll face satin, and I'm just marking the part where it fits perfectly on the fabric. Now when I measure from the top part there, what I have is 6 inches. I'm just going to move my tape so I can mark that same 6 inches all around and create that curve for the waist. Now in order to get the length of the 180-degree circle skirt, I'm just subtracting the half length from the full length of the dress, and I'm adding 1 inch to that. And that gave me 15 inches. Now from the waistline, I'm just going to go ahead and mark 15 inches, which is the length of the circle skirt. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and cut along that line at the hem of the skirt, and then I'm also going to cut along the waistline as well. Now when I open this up, this is what we have. Now we're going to go ahead and do some calculations. Now the length of our skirt is 15 inches. We're going to divide that by the number of tiers we want. For me, I want 3 tiers. So 15 divided by 3 gave us 5 inches. So now from the waist line there, I'm going to mark 5 inches downwards. Okay. And then from that point, I'm going to mark 5 inches downwards again. So the waist and these two lines will make up the positions where I'm going to attach the 3 tiers of our tulle. So just mark 5 inches from the waist and 5 inches downwards from that point. Now in order to decide, or in order to determine the length of our tulle, we're going to do some more calculations. We're going to take that 5 inches we got, and we're going to add 1.5 inches to that, and that will give us 6.5 inches. Now this is for the last tier. Okay, so this is going to be the length of the last tier. Okay, now we're going to take that same 6.5 and add another 1.5 inches to that, and that will give us 8 inches. And this is for the first and the second tiers. Now I'm using 5 yards of fabric for this. So as you can see, I folded it lengthwise and I've also folded it widthwise. We're starting off with the first tier, which is 8 inches long. So I'm just marking that. Now you want to cut 2 pieces of this. Okay, so as you can see, it's folded, so you want to cut 2 pieces of this so that when it's unfolded you have 4 pieces in total. Okay, I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about in a minute. Just go ahead and cut 2 pieces of this once you folded it lengthwise and widthwise. Okay, remember that I'm using 5 yards of fabric for this. So now I'm going to go ahead and open up this piece. Can you see what we have here? So as you can see, we have 2 pieces. For the first one, I'm going to go ahead and just cut along the fold to separate the 2 pieces. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm going to do the same thing for the other piece. So as you can see, we have 2 pieces. So I'm going to unfold this and place it on top this one. So all of this now is just for the first tier. And as you can see, it's 4 pieces that we have here. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other tiers. Now I'm going to go ahead and gather the piece. I've already gone ahead to sew basting stitches at the top part of the piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and gather it. So gather all the tiers. So for the first, gather all the tulle for the first second and third tiers. Okay, so just gather it, make sure that it's very full. Now once we're done gathering it, I'm going to take my circle skirt again, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach all the pieces on the different lines that we've marked. So for the third tier, as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and place the gather tool on the line closest to the hem. Okay, so place it on the line that's closest to the hem. If your gathers is too tight, simply loosen it up a bit. Okay, so now that we're done with the third tier, we'll do the same thing for the second tier as well. Place the gathers and then loosen it up a bit so that it's enough for that particular layer. And then finally, go ahead and place the first tier right at the waistline. Now all we're going to do is we're going to pin them in place and then sew them. So the first tier on the waistline, so the second tier right where you pinned it right here, and then also sew the third tier in place as well. Now back to the bodice of our piece. I'm just placing the back pieces on top of the front piece for the bodice, and I'm going to join them at the shoulders. I'll do the same thing with the lining. Place the back pieces on top of the front piece and join them at the shoulders. Once we're done joining them, I'm going to place them right sides facing with each other like this. Make sure you open up the shoulders allowance and iron it flat. We're going to sew along the zipper allowance around the neck and along the zipper allowance as well. We're also going to sew along the armhole, but we're not going to sew the sides. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like. We've sewn the neck, the zipper allowance and the armhole, but we left the sides open because we're going to be doing inseam finishing for this. So take the fabric pieces, take the front piece and the back piece of the fabric, and then make sure you align them together on both sides, front piece and back piece. Make sure that the sides align. Now from the center of the piece, we're just going to go ahead and divide the waist circumference by 4, and then we're going to mark that. Alternatively, you can just mark 1 inch from the edge of the piece. Remember that we left 1 inch allowance at the beginning, so we're just going to pin that. We'll do the same thing for the other side. Just go ahead and mark that 1 inch from the edge of the side, and then we're going to go ahead and sew it. You're sewing the lining pieces together and the fabric pieces together. So once we're done, this is what we have. Can you see how neat it is? We'll just go ahead and join the blouse to the skirt along the waist, as you can see. Okay, look at how neat it looks. We're also going to go ahead and weave that joining at the end of the day, and also weave the hem of the piece. Now the next thing we're going to do is simply put in our zipper and close the back part of this dress, and our dress is all done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.